Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the news. Before we begin, a quick look at the headlines. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates 41 Meghalaya NCC battalion office at Chirangri. Tensions escalate in Lapanga amid a border farming dispute. NPP candidate Dr. DRL Nonglait campaigns in Mauhati, Rebhoy for Shillong Byport. And fuel prices in national capital increased by about 90 paise per litre. First, the local news in detail. The newly relocated office of the National Cadet Corps 41 Meghalaya Battalion was formally inaugurated today at Chirangri by Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. The Chief Minister inaugurated the facility, unveiled the flag and also took part in a tree plantation drive. In his address, the Chief Minister highlighted the importance of discipline, patriotism and youth development through NCC training. He said Meghalaya, with a large youth population, is focusing strongly on skill and exposure-based initiatives. He also announced plans for a youth exchange program to provide wider exposure for students and cadets, stating that such opportunities are key to unlocking the potential of the state's youth.
The reason why NCC is a very, very important part of a youth's life is because of this discipline, the patriotism, the hard work, and all of these values, something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. We had announced the Youth in the Sports Affairs policy. That policy is not just a document. Policy is a roadmap and a blueprint on how we want to take our youth forward. A policy is a message that here we are going to integrate, whether it's art and culture department, whether it's youth and sports department, whether it's entrepreneurship that we want to do, whether it's youth exchange programs that we desire. The message is that all of these must work together, keeping our youth right in front of us.
Tensions continue in Lapangap along the Meghalaya-Assam border after farmers were reportedly stopped from cultivating traditional paddy fields. Security forces, including Meghalaya Police commandos, have been deployed to maintain law and order, while with officials stating that villages' traditional farming rights remain undisputed. Several NGOs, including the Khasi Students' Union, have raised concern over the situation, alleging delays in resolving the border issue and demanding urgent government intervention to protect farmers.
Bakat kumka jingakran bat ki bor ke badai khmi ngisngu thu ba kita ki badan hangtai kimnei satia bagni akran na ta kasung suk sangsan redi maki bakwa wanora ke jinge bat mene kat baka jingakran rangya kiladon ki pardo ki prasnam jungi nak ni kathal lapangap ki balasa kni ki wat ki mok khiu lasa siat di ki jiri hadu ba kidan ki balaman sauru tingi sngo ba kum kini ki jingja ku ba ki pat ba kin kalathia kaladam bat gihapan nakaliang jungiru incesium dakiwei pat kilat kelenti ban penbor kita bor sorkar kaba nomor ngikirpat ngikwa ba nomor bros kata habang yakran ke border issue ki ong bet ba kadang dei kata ke dispute lani ke bampak la ban penbet mardor nomor kadang don apa yang kejingi penbet put hendrengi sngo ba lar kipat ba jungi ki buram yang takaan hendrengi ka sorkar ka di bensutu bat kumdo ban yadai ki pardo prasnam jungi hakani ke jaka ngan su ong sai tangkawei. Beyond the land, beyond the law of land, there's a law of humanity. Kabak sorkar, kadiban perkhat sani ban perkhat janai bakam dei shu ban long tang kenyong ko ngu hakmat jong kipulet juga Assam mani ki bor sarkar.
Discussions between authorities of Meghalaya and Assam over the Lapangap situation remained inconclusive yesterday, with Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalangdhar stating that some issues are yet to be resolved. He said village representatives from both sides participated in the meeting in the presence of DCs and SPs from the two states. Dhar clarified that no decision has been taken on the resumption of farming activities in the area. The meeting comes amid ongoing protests demanding relocation of the Assam police camp from Lumpinthor and protection of local farming rights.
So today, Lapangap issues, there is a meeting between both the villages and in the presence of both sides of the district administration. So somehow the meeting went peacefully, and there is some issues yet to resolve again. So it may take time, another day or two. Today not yet resumed. So today both the villages they have come together, both sides, and in the presence of DCSP, both the state government, and some issues that is still left, and the meeting is very good. It ended up very peacefully. So finally, the decision how to go with not yet come to conclusion. So we'll let us see another 2 or 3 days. Because as of now, when both the Chief Minister is coordinating, between the Chief Minister of Assam and Chief Minister of Meghalaya, they are coordinating about this issue very seriously.
NPP candidate Dr. DRL Nonglait held a public meeting at Mauhati Market in Rebhoy seeking support for the upcoming Shillong parliamentary by-election. He appealed for unity and development, urging voters across the Khasi Jaintia region to rise above the party lines. Nonglait said he aims to work for the welfare of the indigenous community if elected and stressed that unity is key to progress.
But I memorandum local MLA to me the
constituency bangi jukap Dr. Bong. Juyatre haka temri boy batong shnong di jongi. Lecturer ngalingo bangaya.
Yo Persya Party. Hanai man ay yakajing Kersan. How katong Joga National People's Party. Ka party kabayalam ya ka sarkar haka jalan. Magdagata nginlek kong ka ikhtiar kamaklan ban kren na parlimen ban penurlong yakini kijing dankam jang upaipa hapo jang kajalan nga kenturu ya pi ban wenno yakini ya isi para brio ban penki ban penbitar yano bat persya yano harai ban khan ban duriap nakamenta kapha kamiat karoy kapar bat nakamenta kajing songsok songsngan hapo lakajong kajala ban.
Deputy Chief Minister Sneo Bhalangdhar yesterday said that Meghalaya is awaiting approval from the centre for reopening border huts and strengthening trade infrastructure along the Bangladesh border. He said proposals related to border huts and land customs stations have been sent to the Government of India and are under examination. He added that reopening the huts requires clearance from both India and Bangladesh as it involves international coordination.
Today, about the Lapangap issue now present is not about border issue. There is some livelihood confused. So about the border issue, so since when they appoint their official chairman regional committee from the side, so we will meet both the chairman, we will discuss it accordingly as we have discussed like before. No, that obviously there are numbers of proposal has been sent to central government in terms of border huts or this LCS. So we are waiting for the approval from the central government because this international thing. So we have to get consent both the side. Otherwise, we cannot open only from India. Either they cannot open only from Bangladesh. So the proposal is under screening as of now in the government of India, maybe in coordination with this government of Bangladesh.
The BJP's Meghalaya unit will take a final decision on its Shillong parliamentary by-election candidate at a meeting on Wednesday. Cabinet Minister A.L. Hek said 4 aspirants have been shortlisted and confirmed that the party will contest the by-poll independently. He added that all major parties are fielding their own candidates and expressed confidence in the BJP's prospects, citing growing support in the state. Hek also said several leaders, including MLAs, have shown interest in joining the party. The Election Commission is yet to announce the by-election schedule.
But until now, since we have got 4 names, will not be mentioned any single name or anybody's name, but we have 4 candidates who are aspirants to contest for the MP by-election from Shillong parliamentary seats. All political parties, they are fielding their own candidate, and BJP also fielding their own candidate. See, they have their own agenda. Every political party, they have their own agenda. And BJP also will give you this very strong agenda when the time will come, once we announce the candidate. 100% we have a chance to win. Everybody now, people are calling from all over the states to join BJP. Even the sitting MLA and ex-MLA, many of them, they have met me also personally. They want to join the BJP. So now the acceptability of BJP is very high. Many of them, not only of Khasi Hill, not only from Gentile, even from Garo Hills also, they have approached me personally. So they want to join the BJP and we welcome them, but in the right timing, in the right time, they will do it.
A newly constructed building of Umjong RCLP School was inaugurated at Umjong today in the presence of MLA Miralbond CM and Deputy Commissioner Abhilash Baranwal. The project, funded under the District Mineral Foundation through the PMKKKY scheme, includes 3 classrooms replacing temporary bamboo structures and improving school infrastructure. The Deputy Commissioner also extended a token support to the school before his departure from the district. MLA CM appreciated the efforts of local leaders and officials in strengthening educational facilities in the area.
Ban menjur naga banta kumno ban penrung ya kane ka additional classroom ha kane ka school bat ka shnong ka jongpi te ngidap ki dokumen ka bakraw bani I baya ki jingerap ki bawan sa ki shnong sa ki school nagalyang jongpi ki nong song shnong pile baha bat pi pentri baha ya ki katahi ka wara ya ka jinghun ka jing snowtonat bat bakum Unong yalam hapo kani gadong bat kathan ngasutu biang ba katno kadon kam nagabanta ban pentikna begini gihep ke berit ki jungi bakin light nagasngi no slap habaki shim ya kapor ban pelejingmut hagi school baniyo egjingnang gajing start.
A large joining program of the National People's Party was held at Beta Singh Kongpara field in southwest Garo Hills, where over 1,000 people joined the party today. The program was attended by Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma as chief guest, along with MLAs Subir Marak, Sanjay A. Sangma and Ian Botham K. Sangma. Leaders highlighted ongoing development initiatives and welfare programs of the NPP-led government and urged people to strengthen the party for continued progress in the region.
Acung parang bah akan tahu. Berat sama. Aceh kaso.
Bitsang mandirang ni akan apa kuala itu.
In a unique journey of preserving tradition while creating new opportunities, Sailum, the thread from the hills or Ukasai Nari Loam, has emerged as one of the first and the only area yarn manufacturing units in Meghalaya. Founded with a vision to promote local craftsmanship and generate employment, Sailom today stands as an inspiring example of innovation and self-reliance in the state. Here's a report.
Walambok Pengrok, the founder of Sailom, located at Lomdat Kla, Bhoirambang, started his own Ariyan manufacturing unit in Meghalaya, which is very special as it is the first Ariyan manufacturing unit in the state. Speaking to DD News Meghalaya, he shared his journey and said that he started the project in 2017. He explained that during his journey, he realized the need to expand the work because there was no manufacturing unit in the state. He also spoke about the sericulture sector, which has 3 divisions, and said that he wants to bridge the existing gaps. He further shared that he received support from Nectar and Prime Meghalaya, along with various trainings and ideas from Prime.
Jadi ketika projek ini sedang natu usnam arjar katnyok, ada di mesin di Basangret bagi orang iki nomor serka. Te aku jingga tinggi pada don kam su ban nak penhe ya ketika kam nomor ba pasti tinggi 4 don. nomor berkumpang itip ke circle sel ke dan hilai tadi ki benta te haka sektor ke beningkong ke reading sektor ngiklan bah nang ta haka fabric sektor ru ngiklan bah ke bangi trot ke deh kanika spinning sektor te ta ke jing yo i ke jonga na perkhat ba ladam kam lakum no yen yele pan bridge ya kanika gap mo ke ba kapren kini artili te dak jing yarap ke ba ngayo na kanekta nang ta bat ka prime nang ta ki training lengba ki jing hikai ki bukher ki ba ngayo na prime bat lengba ki ideas ki bubun ki ba ki mentor ki jonga na prime ki yarap janga nalla ban penhe ya kaneka kam ga jonga ni ki makalo ta.
From another perspective, he also provided employment opportunities to the people of the region. He said that earlier he had only 3 local staff members, but now the unit has 14 local staff from the region. He expressed hope that in the future he will be able to provide more employment opportunities to the people of the region.
Te kajing ai kam ai jam kumba kalau mentang ampala banai sibut aga tu unit kepada bungi don kumba laingut ki kena di bayarap di lokal nang ni mentangi don khat saungut dengan kermen bah kini ki benai ki banwan ngandang la banwara sakatu kan tadi misip tingi tharai nge lakum no ki nong trai hang ni ken nom duna jaka absan ngot nang ta su saki supplier ru ki don ki supplier ki ba kolek yo ukun belum yo skop nyang na ki sinong di paper jo dari Boy district kini ru lakum no ya menta ki don arpungut nang ta saki nong thain ru te lada khain ki jingdon juga ni ka karkhana kumba kalau menta kala ya rap haya ni tam jaga di Boy district berkoli
dan du pangayo tre ni ngalayo ban kersan haying teh marman kapor ngasu syong ying be jisu arab ngalaying mo ngalayo ban kersan haying karena nengkong ngaingu ba mo baila yu ila ai kam yang ni kaban nengkong ano songu.
Thousands of Eri silk rearers and weavers will be benefited from this spinning unit as it provides market for the Eri cocoons from the rearers or farmers, and this unit will provide raw material access to the doorstep of the weavers. Pingrope's message to the youth is that people should not sit idle as this generation has access to many ideas and opportunities. He encouraged the youth to think outside the box.
Message ke jonga seki samla ke state ke jongi terpang seki samla ke biu migrap ba ngimdai ban shongpi kiti ni bun ki ideas ke bengila ban yo kini kisni nakini ki kor ki bor kejuk ke pemerintah ngimdai ban sakut haju regi dai ban perkhat penting outside the box kumbaki mo ti kumba kalau mentak setiap jungi ki bubun ki benta kadang syania ki wei pat ki jelah ki ba marjan bat ni ngani ki ba hamjengai ko kunju ti lada ki mi ki samla iban perkhat thamai iban wat ki lak mai ban sengkam sengjam ka ba ngim dan kam ban ka ba competition kadang duna ti katakan yarap sigun la benta ka di samla ke jungi di bawah wat kam jam nang ka kan yarap ru ban ai kam jam je ki kun samla ke jungi akan ni ka ri ke jungi bat sakowi ka message ke long ba wat ting apa bisrak ni ke dulu kam dan kam pin ai tilut dan kam pin trace tom naman ba ubleru yarap begitu ki ba yarap.
Siloam stands today as more than just an Eri yarn manufacturing unit. It is a symbol of innovation, self-reliance and opportunity in Meghalaya. Through hard work and vision, Walambok Pingrope has not only revived the potential of Eri silk in the state, but has also created employment and inspired the youth to believe in local entrepreneurship and think beyond conventional boundaries. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Moving on to regional news. 14th meeting of the Brahmaputra Board was held in Guwahati, reviewing development of inland waterways in the northeast. Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal said cargo movement on national waterways has seen significant growth in recent years under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, alongside major ongoing infrastructure projects in the region. The meeting stressed coordinated efforts for river basin management, flood control and improved connectivity across the Brahmaputra Barak system.
The Brahmaputra and Barak river system form the backbone of inland water transport in the northeastern region. Inland Waterways Authority of India has declared the Brahmaputra River as National Waterways 2 and the Barak River as National Waterways 16, which provide strategic opportunities for strengthening regional and national connectivity. National Waterways 2 on the Brahmaputra provides an important inland water transport corridor connecting Assam with the port of Kolkata and Haldia through the Indo-Bangladesh Protocol route, thereby providing access of the northeastern region to mainland India and international maritime trade route. The waterway network of the northeastern region also has significant potential for enhancing connectivity with neighboring countries and supporting India's active policy through regional track and multimodal transportation corridors.
A look at the news around the country. Petrol and diesel prices were hiked by around 90 paise per litre today, marking the second increase in less than a week. In Delhi, petrol now costs 98 rupees and 64 paise per litre, while diesel is priced at 91 rupees and 58 paise. In Mumbai, petrol is retailing at 107 rupees 59 paise and diesel at 94 rupees 8 paise per litre. Kolkata recorded petrol prices at 109 rupees 70 paise and diesel at 96 rupees 7 paise, while in Chennai petrol costs 104 rupees 49 paise and diesel 96 rupees 11 paise per litre. Now the international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held talks with Iceland Prime Minister Kristrún Frostadóttir on the sidelines of the India-Nordic Summit in Oslo, focusing on strengthening bilateral cooperation. The leaders discussed key areas including clean energy, fisheries, sustainability, geothermal energy and emerging technologies. The Ministry of External Affairs said the talks also covered trade, investment, innovation, digital technologies, Arctic cooperation and people-to-people exchanges with both sides, noting the potential impact of the India-EFTA trade agreement in boosting economic ties. Lastly, in sports. Brazil have named Neymar in their squad for the upcoming World Cup, marking a return to international football after an injury-hit period. Brazil coach Carlo Ancelotti confirmed the selection on Monday, saying the 34-year-old forward had improved his fitness and form after a long injury layoff. Ancelotti said the squad selection was based on performance and fitness rather than a sentiment, as Brazil prepared to chase a record-extending 6th World Cup title. A look at the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature stands at 24 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 65% and the rainfall recorded is 2.5 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature stands at 18 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 72% and the rainfall recorded was 4 millimeter. Lastly, in Jowai, the minimum temperature stands at 18 degrees Celsius with maximum temperature at 26 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity 75% and the rainfall recorded was 3 mm. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says moderate rain with a thunderstorm likely at many places. Before we wind up, a recap of the headlines. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates 41 Meghalaya NCC Battalion office at Charangre. Tensions escalate in Lapangap amid border farming dispute. NPP candidate Dr. DRL Nonglait campaigns in Mauhati, Rebhoy for Shillong Bipole. And fuel prices in national capital increased by about 90 paise per litre. With that, dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. For more updates, join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, goodbye.